What I'd like to do now is to show you how to fill out a CMS 1500 form for a patient who has Medicare insurance. We will start with the carrier information at the top of the form, and just like we have with all of our other forms, we need to make sure that all of the information that is put into the form is in capital letters. So I'm going to go ahead and put the mailing address of the carrier here, which is Medicare, and the address is P.O. Box 3571 in Topeka, Kansas 66601. And I want you to notice how there are no punctuation marks at all. We don't do that on the CMS 1500 form. The only punctuation that we can use is the hyphen between the zip plus 4. Item number 1, we need to indicate that this is a Medicare claim. We complete item 1A, which is the insured's ID number, 101891701A. Then we go to item number 2. We leave item number 2 blank on a Medicare CMS 1500 form because that information is put into item 4. Item number 3 is the patient's birth date, and we leave item number 3 blank because that information is put into item number 11A. With a Medicare claim, the patient and the insured are always the same. With a Medicare policy, you will never have dependents. So I'm going to put the patient's name, which is also the insured's name, into item number 4, and this would be for Fiona Filbert. I may use a comma between the first and the last name, as well as between the first name and the middle initial. Item number 5 is the patient's street address. I leave this blank because I put that information into item number 7. Item number 6 needs to be completed for a Medicare claim, and it will always be self. Now I can go ahead and indicate our patient's address here in item number 7, and she lives at 1 Butternut Street, and I can abbreviate. And we're going to say she lives in Newton, Kansas. And the zip code for Newton is 67114. As with our other claims, we leave the telephone number blank. Item number 8 is left blank. Item number 9 is left blank unless they have secondary insurance. Item number 10 is where we indicate if the patient's condition is related to employment, to an auto accident, or to another accident. So we need to fill this out on a Medicare claim. Item number 11 is where we put in the insured's policy group number or the FECA number. Medicare, you should not ever have to put anything in item number 11. Item number 11A is where we put the patient's date of birth. And we indicate their sex. We fill that out. Item number 11B is left blank. Item number 11C, where we put the insurance plan name. For Medicare claims, we leave item number 11C blank. For a Medicare claim, we also leave item number 11D blank. Item number 12 is where the patient signs for release of information, so that this is so that the physician's office can release information to Medicare if they need so. We can indicate that we have the patient's signature on file by putting SOF. We leave the date blank. Item number 13 is the insured or authorized person's signature to allow assignment of benefits or payment directly to the physician. For a Medicare claim, we leave this blank. Going down to the bottom section, item number 14, the date of current illness or injury. If you have that date, you may go ahead and put that in. If you do not, it's acceptable to leave it blank on a Medicare claim. Item number 15 is if the patient has ever been seen for this condition before. If we have a date, we can put it in there. If the patient's never been seen for this before, then it is appropriate to leave item number 15 blank. Item number 16 is the dates the patient was unable to work in their current occupation. We leave this blank on a Medicare claim. Item number 17 is the name of the referring provider. And in this particular case, Dr. Givings referred the patient to the surgeon. Notice how I put a period after Dr. Givings' initial. I'm also going to put a comma and put their credentials. So when we put the name of referring provider, we need to put their full name as well as their credentials here. Since I have something in item number 17, I need to put that referring provider's NPI number into item number 17B. Item number 18 is the hospitalization dates that are related to the current services. If the patient was hospitalized and we're seeing the patient in the hospital, we need to indicate the dates that the patient was in the hospital. If we have a patient that is doing an outpatient procedure, such as we will be billing for Fiona, then we're going to go ahead and leave that blank. Item number 19 we leave blank. Item number 20 is outside lab. This item number needs to be completed. If I mark it yes, I need to put the charges. Otherwise, I can mark it no. Item number 21 is the diagnosis. And the diagnosis code for Fiona is a D24.2. She was found to have a benign papilloma of the left breast. Item number 22, the resubmission code. We leave that blank. Item number 23 is the prior authorization number, and we leave that blank. Item number 24 is the date of services. And Fiona had her surgery on the 1st of November. Item number 24B needs to be completed on a Medicare claim. Fiona had the mass on her left breast removed, and we did that at the outpatient services at the hospital. So her place of code is item number 24B. Item number 24C on a Medicare claim does not have to be filled out, so we can leave that blank. Now I need to enter the CPT code, and the CPT code for an excision of a mass of the left breast is 19120. There are no modifiers that need to be associated with this code, so I leave that blank. Item number 24E is the diagnosis pointer. We only have one diagnosis, so that's going to be A. Item number 24F is the charge for the services. And I also need to indicate how many times in item number 24G I'm going to charge this, and that will be 1. In item number 24J, I need to indicate the physician's NPI number. Item number 25 is the federal tax ID number for the billing provider that we enter in item number 33. The billing provider for this particular claim is South Padre Medical Center, so I will be putting in the federal tax ID number for South Padre Medical Center in item number 25. We do not put in any dashes or any other punctuation in this particular box. I indicate that it's an EIN number. Item number 26 is the patient account number. This is not required, but what it does, it allows us to be able to quickly find the patient's account number should this claim come back to us for any reason. Item number 27 needs to be completed, and we do accept assignment. Item number 28 is the total charges, and we just simply add up the charges that are in item number 24F. And we also need to indicate whether or not the patient has paid anything. Item number 30 is left blank. Item number 31 is left blank. Item number 32 needs to be completed because the patient had the services provided to them at an outpatient facility. The patient had the services rendered at the Good Medicine Hospital Outpatient Department. And then I need to fill in the address here. And since I have put in the information in box 32, I need to also indicate the NPI number for Good Medicine Hospital Outpatient Department. Item number 33 is the billing provider's information. So this would be the clinic's information. And I'm going to put in South Padre Medical Center here, and their phone number is 101-111-7755. Notice that I did not put in a hyphen when I entered the phone number. Now I can go ahead and put the information here for South Padre Medical Center. And their address is 339 Woodland. And I can abbreviate. And I need to, in item number 33A, then go ahead and put the NPI number for the clinic that I put into item number 33. And this completes the instructional video on how to complete a CMS 1500 form for a patient who has Medicare insurance.